He lived in a small, quiet house at the end of Maple Street. The lawn was overgrown, the paint peeling, and no one ever knocked on his door. Every morning he would make breakfast for one. A simple meal of eggs and toast, eaten at the same table by the window. He would look outside, watching neighbors hurry past, children playing at a distance, never coming near. The mail would arrive, letters unopened, and he would place them on the counter, knowing no one would call. He kept a small radio on for company, soft music filling the silence of the empty rooms. Some nights, the wind would whistle through the cracks in the windows, and he would imagine it was someone whispering his name. He walked slowly to the porch, leaning on a cane, just to see the sky and feel a sense of something larger than himself. He had memories of friends long gone, their laughter echoing softly in his mind, like distant bells. Evenings were the hardest. He would light a single lamp and sit quietly, thinking of those who once mattered. Sometimes he spoke aloud, reading passages from old books, as if the words themselves could fill the empty rooms. Once a week, he would step outside, greeting strangers with a soft nod, though no one returned it. He found small joys in tiny details, the smell of coffee brewing, the sound of rain on the roof, a bird landing nearby. He would sometimes place a chair by the window, as if waiting for someone who never arrived. He remembered birthdays forgotten, holidays passed alone, yet he continued to mark them quietly, lighting a candle, saying a silent prayer. Neighbors never noticed him much. He existed in the background of their busy lives, a shadow of a man. He kept photos on the mantel, smiling faces of family long gone, their eyes watching over him. Even in his solitude, he felt a quiet strength, the kind that comes from surviving long winters and empty years. At night, he would sit in his armchair, listening to the hum of the city far away, finding peace in its distance. He would write letters he never sent, pouring thoughts into envelopes that remained unopened. Sometimes he would look at the mirror, greeting the face that had witnessed decades of silence. Rainy days were his favorites, the rhythm of water against the roof matching the slow beat of his heart. He would sometimes play an old piano, each note echoing into empty hallways, carrying memories with them. Sunsets brought a strange comfort, the sky ablaze with colors no one would share with him. Evening shadows stretched across his walls, and he would smile softly, feeling the passage of time as a companion. Every night he thanked the small things, a warm cup, a quiet room, a familiar creak in the floorboards. Though no one visited, he felt a gentle presence around him, perhaps from memories, perhaps from faith, or simply hope. He would whisper stories to the empty chairs, sharing secrets with walls that had absorbed decades of his life. Sometimes he laughed quietly at old jokes, finding company in the echoes of his own voice. He understood that life could be lonely, yet it could still be full of small, precious moments. The clock ticked softly, marking the rhythm of his days, and he moved with it, slow and deliberate. He would gaze at the stars through the window, wondering if someone, somewhere, remembered him too. Sometimes tears fell silently, not from sorrow, but from the weight of memories. He made peace with the silence, learning that solitude could be a companion, not an enemy. A single candle burned on his desk at night, casting warmth on papers and photographs alike. Each day he continued his small routines, finding meaning in the ordinary and mundane. He walked slowly through the empty house, acknowledging each corner, each echo, each quiet sound. Even in loneliness, he felt a thread of connection, through memories, through hope, through simple daily acts. Night deepened, but he was calm, he had learned to carry solitude with dignity. He laid down to sleep, knowing that tomorrow, he would do it all again, quietly and steadily. No one visited him for 3 years, but he lived fully in his own way, embracing the small comforts of life. In the silence, he found strength, and in routine, he found meaning. He smiled softly, listening to the faint hum of the neighborhood, grateful for the quiet moments that made life his own. The world outside moved on, but he had learned that peace could exist in stillness. And with that, he closed his eyes, content in the simple, steady rhythm of his days.